Hey there, and welcome. So it's that time of year again, right? We're all looking back, thinking about what we did, and trying to plan ahead. And today, we are going to tackle a feeling that, let's be honest, we all know way too well: financial regret. We're going to break down the biggest money regrets people had last year, and more importantly, build a super clear plan to make this next year your most financially confident one yet. Let's dive in. So, does this sound familiar at all? That late night add to cart spree, or maybe that pricey dinner with friends you knew deep down you should have skipped? If you've ever had that little sinking feeling in your stomach the next morning, trust me, you are in very, very good company. This is something almost everyone goes through. And in fact, the numbers totally back this up. A recent survey from Credit Karma showed what people regretted most last year. And look at this, almost 40% wished they'd saved more, with impulse buys right behind. But you know what's really interesting here? You can see a pattern, can't you? It's this constant battle between what we want right now and what our future selves really need. The good news? A pattern like this can absolutely be broken. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to get a handle on the cycle of regret itself. Like, why does this keep happening? Then we'll go head to head with the three biggest culprits: those impulse buys, social spending, and yeah, the big one, retirement. And then we'll wrap it all up with a simple, powerful plan to help you take back control this year. Okay, first step, let's really understand this cycle of regret. It usually kicks off with some kind of emotional trigger, right? Maybe you're stressed, maybe you're just bored. That leads to an impulsive decision, like a purchase. And for a minute, you get that little high, but it's always followed by that crash of regret. And that regret can, you guessed it, make you feel bad, which leads to even more emotional spending. It's a really vicious loop, but it's one we can definitely learn to escape. So let's start with that 28% who regret impulse buys. I mean, we've all been there. You're scrolling on your phone, you're a little bored, and before you know it, you've bought something you don't need. It gives you that quick little dopamine hit, but over time, it's quietly wrecking your long-term goals. So what's the secret to stopping it? Well, the key is this really cool concept called friction. And it's such a simple but powerful idea. All you're doing is intentionally making it harder for yourself to spend money. That little bit of extra effort creates a pause, a moment of space that gives your logical brain just enough time to catch up with your emotional brain. So how do we actually create this friction in our day-to-day lives? It's way easier than it sounds. For starters, go into your favorite websites and delete your saved credit card info. Seriously. Just the act of having to get up, find your wallet, and type in the numbers can be a huge impulse killer. Another awesome tactic? For a while, try to only shop in person. And finally, make a list right now of free things that make you feel good. A walk, a podcast, calling a friend. So next time you feel the urge, you have a go-to plan instead of just hitting add to cart. All right, on to the next big regret: social spending. This one is so tricky. Of course, we want to see our friends and family, but that weekend trip or that string of fancy dinners can absolutely blow up a budget. It's a really tough balancing act. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It really does take some courage to talk about money, especially with people you care about. But being open about your financial goals isn't about being cheap. It's about building stronger, more honest relationships. It's about reducing that long-term social awkwardness, that friction. So how do you actually do this? The trick is to get out ahead of it. Be the one in your friend group who suggests a fun, affordable plan first. If someone else suggests something that's just not in your budget, have a simple, kind response ready to go. Something like, I can't make that work right now, but hey, how about we do this instead? And when it comes to your partner, you just gotta be fully transparent. I promise you, these conversations get so much easier the more you have them. And now we've arrived at the big one: not saving for retirement. If this was your regret from last year, I really need you to hear this. It is not too late. It's not. Every single dollar you put away today is an incredible gift you are giving your future self, so let's make it happen. Okay, for a lot of people, the most powerful tool you have is the 401k match. If your company offers this, it is the closest thing to free money you will ever get in your entire life. They are literally offering to pay you to save for your own future. You absolutely, positively cannot leave this money on the table. I mean, just look at the massive difference it makes. Without a match, your savings grow based on what you put in. That's it. But with a match, your savings get instantly supercharged. Imagine you put in $100. With a match, boom, it's instantly $200. It's like you're fast-forwarding your progress toward your retirement goals. And here is a brilliant, totally painless trick to boost your savings over time. Let's call it the raise rule. The very next time you get a raise, let's say it's 3%, before you do anything else, Go and increase your 401k contribution by 1%. You still get a 2% bump in your take-home pay, so you actually feel the raise, but you're also giving your future self a raise too. It's a total win-win. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So now let's boil all of this down into one simple, super powerful checklist to guide you through this year. This is your action plan. Here it is, your cheat sheet for a regret-free year. It all comes down to 4 basic commitments. 1, commit to adding friction to your spending habits. 2, commit to being the friend who suggests the fun, affordable plans. 3, commit to having those brave money conversations. And 4, maybe the most important of all, go check your retirement plan today and make sure you are getting every single penny of your employer's match. So as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with this one question. Don't feel like you have to change everything all at once. That's not how this works. Just look at this list again. What is the one small, totally manageable step that you can take today, or maybe tomorrow, to start breaking your own cycle of financial regret? Whatever it is, just start there. Your future self is going to be so glad you did.